we are the first trade partner for Israel, and we are the first donor for the Palestinian Authority. And we can be the first political player in the region to facilitate a dialogue that has to be a direct dialogue between the Israelis and the Palestinians, but that maybe for the first time really has the chance of becoming regional. You know very well that the recognition of a state is not within the competences of the European Union. This is a competence technically and politically, responsibility of member states, of single member states. But I would never say to you, as I have not said that to the ministers of the member states when we had the Foreign Affairs Council last week, that this is not my business. This is obviously technically not my business, but politically it is. I think that we need to share a vision, to share a common understanding of the situation, and also, if we manage, and I think the European Parliament can help me in that, can help us in that, also to shape a common European approach of national initiatives that could go in the same direction. Only if we send united messages as European Union in the region, our potential can be really used. I think it's right that we go into the details of what our historical position is, to remind ourselves what does it mean, a two-state solution. And with the right of Israel not only to exist, but to exist in security and safety and peace in the region. And with all the Palestinians, being them in West Bank, in Jerusalem or in Gaza, having one state, finally. There is no way of having security if we do not also have a Palestinian state. There is no way of having a Palestinian state if we do not guarantee security, stability and peace also to the Israelis. That is the very same concept, the core of the efforts that the European Union has always worked on. Today, it's probably more difficult than ever, but sometimes it's when it is more difficult then people around the table realize that a plus of political will and internal leadership is needed and might make an effort in that direction. I thank you very much.
Unser Ziel ist eine Zwei-Staaten-Lösung, eines sicheren jüdischen Staates Israel und eines lebensfähigen Staates Palästina. Und dies geht nur auf der Grundlage der gegenseitigen Anerkennung, wie die hohe Beauftragte gerade am Schluss ihrer Rede deutlich gemacht hat. Eines bedingt das andere. Deswegen kann man nicht das eine vorher anerkennen, wenn nicht auch alles andere gegeben ist, sondern dieser Zusammenhang muss deutlich gesehen werden.
Why should the European Parliament act? Because there is impatience at the continued settlement building and a despair at the continuing death toll. Because, as we have already heard from Ms Mogherini, EU foreign ministers are discussing this and that there are merits to a common EU approach.
I personally have deep concerns regarding whether this particular motion today for unilateral recognition of Palestine is indeed premature. The dual needs of mutual recognition and concrete security arrangements on the ground, which are of paramount importance in achieving peace, would not be addressed by EU member states granting immediate symbolic recognition to a fledgling Palestinian state.
El valiente anuncio del Parlamento sueco de reconocer el Estado de Palestina debe ser el comienzo de una nueva ola de reconocimientos internacionales que debemos apoyar. Nuestra influencia no puede seguir conformándose con el envío de grandes cantidades de recursos públicos en reconstruir una región cada vez que los israelíes y palestinos entran en conflicto.
Those who claim that the Palestinian state recognition would negatively impact on future negotiations ignore the reality that 20 years of negotiations have advanced little and have reinforced Israelis' occupation, which consistently undermines a two-state solution through settlement expansion and land confiscation.
La confianza de los ciudadanos europeos respecto de las instituciones de la Unión, consideradas distantes, excesivamente burocráticas y lentas, envejecidas, sin capacidad de reacción.